The Stranger at Midnight.
I had always been a night owl, but that particular night, I wished I wasn't. The streets were eerily quiet,
With only the distant hum of streetlights to keep me company, I was on my way back home after a late shift.
taking the shortcut through the park, a decision I now regret.
The air was cold, the kind of cold that felt like it was seeping into your bones. I zipped up my jacket and walked faster. That's when I noticed him.
A man stood under the flickering park lamp, his back turned to me.
He wasn't doing anything, just standing there, motionless.
My instinct screamed at me to turn around and take the long route home, but curiosity tethered my feet to the ground.
Hey, I called out, my voice shaky but audible.
Are you okay?
He didn't respond.
I debated for a moment, then took a cautious step closer.
That's when he turned around.
His face was pale, almost ghostly, and his eyes
didn't belong to a human. They were pitch black,
like two voids sucking in the dim light around him.
A shiver raced down my spine.
I've been waiting for you, he said, his voice calm yet dripping with an unsettling certainty.
W waiting for me?
I stammered.
I think you've got the wrong person.
No, he said, tilting his head slightly.
It's you.
It's always been you. I took a step back, my heart pounding against my ribs. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, but I need to go. As I turned to walk away, his voice followed me.
Do you ever wonder why your nights feel longer than your days?
I froze.
What did you say? He stepped closer, the sound of his boots crunching against the gravel sending chills through me. You're trapped, just like I was. Time bends here, it loops.
Haven't you noticed? I couldn't breathe. It was true. For weeks, maybe months, my nights felt endless. My clocks always seemed to lag behind, but I chalked it up to a faulty battery.
Who are you? I whispered.
His lips curved into a faint smile.
Someone who tried to escape.
He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, weathered pocket watch. The hands weren't moving.
This would guide you, but only if you're brave enough to face the truth.
Before I could respond, the park lights flickered and went out completely. When they came back on, he was gone.
I stood there, clutching the pocket watch in my trembling hands. The ticking began faintly, even though the hands still didn't move. And that's when I heard a faint voice whispering my name. The park wasn't empty anymore.
If you think this is the end, it's not. This is just the beginning.
Join me as I unravel the mystery of the Midnight Stranger and the ticking watch. Stay tuned for part 2.